Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, all of you, my dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. Those are just good news from Burkina Faso. It's true that Captain Ibrahim Traore, the president of Burkina Faso, has said none of his citizens will have to travel abroad to get access to good hospitals. No minister or government official will be allowed to travel out for medical purposes. We have been witnessed many times to see when those who are in political classes, those who are in public offices, when they get sick, they run away from this continent. They run to Europe, they run to America, sometimes to India, to China, and recently to Arab countries to get treatment or to seek treatment in those areas or in those countries, while normal citizens are dying without getting a good treatment. So Captain Ibrahim Traore has seen that all we are human beings, all we are Africans, we need to be treated equal. If you talk about human rights, if you talk about equality, why others are being treated in Europe while others are being treated here? Sometimes you wonder, even the Minister of Health himself or herself run away from this continent or run away from our public hospitals. The one who is given a mandate or budget to improve our health care or our hospitals is the one who is running away from these hospitals. So sometimes it makes doubt to many people. If we don't trust our hospitals, if the minister in charge of health don't trust what is leading, what about other people? What about other people? I think this is a time for Africa to believe in yourself, to do what is good for us, because you can't see the president of America, president of Europe, president of any European official, government official to come to be treated here in the continent of Africa. This time, you can't see Indians leaving India and coming to be treated here in Africa, and they went far. Nowadays, you see these Europeans, they have their own hospitals. When they build hospitals in Africa, when they get sick, when they are in Africa, they cannot enter to our public hospitals. They don't trust our hospitals. They go to these, or what they call European hospitals or Indian hospitals or clinics instead of being treated in public or government hospitals. I think there's something that we need to do, and that's what Captain Ibrahim Traore has done, that the time has come to improve our health sectors, to improve our hospitals, to build hospitals that can treat our people. You know, sometimes it is paining when you see mothers, you see people in rural areas, in village, selling their properties to at least to get money so that they can treat their relatives, they can treat their people themselves, and selling their own property. So instead of selling those properties, losing their properties, I think Captain Ibrahim Traore has seen this trouble and decided to build hospitals where people will be treated equally. And that's why also he has banned minister or government official to go out for medical purposes. This is a good thing, and this must be congratulated. But we may ask yourself where Captain Ibrahim Traore is getting money. I think you have heard about gold. This time around in Burkina Faso, no raw gold is being exported. We have seen many infrastructures being built, many projects being constructed, and some of them are still under construction. But the question is where Captain Ibrahim Traore is getting fund, getting money. You know, it's very simple. Africa, if we can mobilize our resources, if we can start using our resources to fund our project, we don't need aid. We don't need loans. We don't need support from anyone. Just imagine the gold that we have. If Africa, we can say we want to to get resources or fund from our God. Let us, Ghana, Burkina Faso, Mali, Tanzania, South Africa, those are countries that are producing gold more. If these countries can come together and say, we have been facing challenges of funding. Right now, you see Trump has cut aid. So let us now use our gold to fund our healthcare. It is possible. Not only, even gold itself can fund everything here in the continent of Africa. Can fund everything. Go to uranium. We have uranium. We know these are just expensive and the critical minerals that have been needed by these powerful countries. Russia is looking uranium in Africa. America is the same. France and other countries are looking uranium in the continent of Africa. So if we can say our uranium must be used to fund maybe education, all sales of uranium must go to education. We can say these cobalt and coltan, these critical minerals that are being used in weapons and also in electronic devices. If you can say these critical minerals are going to fund agriculture, all sales of critical minerals are going to fund agriculture, where can we be? I think Africa, we have a lot of potential. When somebody is asking, where do you get money? Where Captain Ibrahim Traore getting money? Sometimes you wonder, ask your president where your president is taking money to. Don't ask where Captain Ibrahim Traore is getting money, because money is there. Africa, we have money everywhere. When we talk about money, we are talking about resources. We have wealth everywhere. So it's about our leaders to take those resources or to take those wealth or money. We have money in minerals, in agricultural products. Just imagine a country such as Congo. Congo has everything. Congo should not become a begging country, should become a donor country. And if Congo was not disturbed and destabilized the way it looks like now, I think Congo is one of the richest country and donor country that will support other African countries, and especially Europe. Right now Congo is the ones who is building European countries, building American, building other Chinese, because there are so many multinational companies in Democratic Republic of Congo. Those companies are taking resources. They build their homeland. They build Europe, they build America, they build China on the expense of the people of Democratic Republic of Congo. So it needs us, the people of Africa, to come together to see where we can get our fund or we can get our resources. South Africa has platinum. South Africa has coal, has crude oil. So does South Africa need to cry for Trump, for the help, for the aid? I think it is not fair for South Africa to cry for the shortage or for Trump to cut aid. It needs sometimes decision. This life, sometimes you need to take a decisive decision, painful decision. Yes, we will maybe suffer for some time, but at the end of the day, we'll come to where we'll reach to the position where we're starting to enjoy our lives. No pain, no gain. We must understand that. Even those who are becoming rich, becoming developed, some of their people lost their lives. Some of their people sacrificed their lives for the better of their countries. Remember when the colonizers came to Africa, they fight with our ancestors. They tried to do everything. At that time, there's no good road, there's no electricity, there's no bridges. But they came because they know what they're doing is to build Europe. Today, everyone is saying Europe is developed. These are developed countries. They are developed because some people or some of their people sacrifice their lives for the better or for the future of their countries. And that's why today we see these countries are being called developed countries. So even Africans, we need to take the same steps. We need to move out of our comfort zone to make sure that we are going to sacrifice our lives for the better future of the coming generation. No pain, no gain, as I said. We need to make sure that Africans, we do what is good and right for ourselves. Up to that, my dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, let us not speak for too long, because the aim of this video is to share with you this great achievement made by Burkina Faso, and also under the leadership of Captain Ibrahim Traore. We are moving in the right direction as the people of Africa. What we need to do is to come together, to support one another, and to see what we can do as the people of Africa. One day, I remember a friend of mine said, Africans are poor because they have decided, or they have chosen to be poor. And they agree with him, because we have chosen to be poor because we are working individuals. So the day Africa will starting to work together, that's the day Africa will become rich. And of course, we are rich, we'll become developed. We will start using our resources. Just imagine today, people, especially those who are in South Africa, still believing that other people from other parts of the continent are going to South Africa to take their jobs. They think that is not true. Maybe there's a truth inside, but we are Africans. If we can create good environment for the people in Nigeria, not to run away from Nigeria, the people in DRC, not to run away from DRC, the people in Burkina Faso, the way Captain Ibrahim Traore is doing, let us starting building industries, starting building this business hub. Many of our young men and women will not fight for jobs. The job will be there automatic. So, but we have chosen this life because we have seen that we see each other as enemies. So instead of coming together, working together, that's why you see sometimes these things are happening. It can't make a sense that the whole continent of Africa, we cannot convert our natural resources into things. We cannot add value to our cotton. We cannot add value to our cobalt. We have cocoa. Is it true that we cannot create chocolate here in the continent of Africa? That Swaziland is the one who can create chocolate for us? I think that's something that we need to do as the people of Africa. As I said, let me end it here. Stay in power, my dear lovely family. See you next time. Thank you.
Thank you, Africa. Mama Africa. Oh, yeah. You make African great. Thank you, freedom. Thank you, Africa.